We're going to start off with the sample of this Vita tequila.
You know why? Because it is my birthday week. Happy birthday to me.
Oh my gosh, happy birthday. I've been a terrible co-host. I didn't text you on your birthday. I didn't text my niece.
We actually did talk. I just don't think you realized it was my birthday.
Well, it was also my niece's birthday.
Oh, okay.
So I forgot everybody's birthday.
Yes.
So happy birthday to you, Journey, and happy birthday to you as well, Marcus.
Thank you.
And then me and Caroline totally want to take you and Lucy out for dinner.
Oh, I would love that.
Week.
Okay.
We can go somewhere real cute. We'll go somewhere nice.
You not have the same birthday as Oprah.
We don't like Oprah.
What?
No.
When did that happen?
I have not liked Oprah for a very long time.
I'm about to get canceled. I didn't even know what happened.
Well, you know, I would have been a fan of if Oprah was the person she was supposed to be, I would have never even met you. I wouldn't be here right now.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, my family had a reality show on the Oprah Winfrey Network.
Oh, Life in Hindsight?
Life in Hindsight.
Okay, oh my God. How did I remember
and
that?
They canceled they canceled us at the very last minute, right before the show was supposed to air, to put on Deion Sanders' family. And they were like, we don't need two black families with the same wealth aesthetic. Yeah. Even though Deion Sanders got way more money than my family.
Yeah.
The same aesthetic. So it was just the whole big funny family that's not poor, because I don't like to say rich, because we're not rich, but it was just
upper middle class,
an upper middle class, big funny black family.
I love that.
Very early Kardashians is what they were going for.
Yes.
And they were like, we're gonna go with them instead of you guys, and canceled us at the last minute. So. And I was
fuck own
19, so
that's too hard.
Own.
I'm sorry.
No, fuck own.
Own.
I would have been who knows where had that worked out for me.
But I do love Carlos King though. Shout out to Carlos.
He's saving the network single handedly because everybody was tired of Tyler Perry.
Literally, thank God.
So we're going to jump right in. We're going to start off with the sample of real tequila that you can buy online.
Supposedly. Actually, it was bought online. Correct.
It was bought online for Marcus's birthday.
Yes.
Marcus has already tried it, unfortunately, because he can't wait for me, so I don't blame him.
I'm sorry.
But I am going to try it. So this is my first reaction. Marcus already knows what it tastes like. And now, I don't know about Marcus, but I am actually a tequila connoisseur. I really like tequila.
I feel like over the years I've left vodka and moved to tequila.
I don't know.
So
I just really want to taste it.
Go for it.
Bigger. I'll take the bigger one.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Take the smaller one. There you go. Woo!
So cheers to my birthday and cheers to our exciting announcement we're about to tell you in about 5 seconds.
Oh. Boop. Cheers.
Cheers. She's not that girl.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Do you know what that tequila gives me? The rumors and the nastiness.
That was terrible tequila.
If y'all could see Alex's face right now, it's not pleasant.
It's giving whatever's the cheapest brand of tequila you can think of. That's what it's giving. Mm-hmm. It's not good. It tastes like rubbing alcohol. It tastes terrible. Mm-hmm. There's nothing to it. Let me tell you who also has terrible tequila. 818, Kendall Jenner's tequila.
818 is trash.
818 is trash. And this is right there with it. Both of you guys should just pour it down the toilet. So let me save you however much this costs. Don't buy it.
$60-something.
$60 damn!
Yeah. I will say this. Let's only say this. The bottle itself is gorgeous.
Bitch, fuck the bottle. You could have put it in a shoe for $60.
Yeah. So when Todd said it was mediocre, I didn't feel bad about that.
Todd was being generous by calling it mediocre.
Very generous.
Very generous.
Yeah.
This is not even mediocre. This is trash.
It's really bad, y'all. It's really bad. But I guess we'll get that bad taste out of our mouth and lead into some better news.
Don't buy.
Yeah, I don't vote your tequila. I do love you, Lisa. Don't love the tequila. Sorry. But I guess we'll lead into some better news, Alex, which I think we have a hand clap thing on here. Let's see.
Can we clap hands? Woo!
So, I'm just going to let Alex.
Roll. We needed a...
Oh, is it drum roll?
No, that's the jazz hands. We don't want the jazz hands.
Okay, hold on. We're going to figure this out. Y'all are on the journey with this. Hold on.
Tonight on. Oh,
that was kind of better.
That's the punchline.
No, we needed a...
Drum roll, please. So, you will be able to catch me and Marcus on this season of
The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
So, you are going to get to see a journey of us and all of the girls. We're going to be right in the mix with the three housewives in particular, kind of really like honing in on a very specific storyline.
Yes. And I know that the trailer premiered today, which we're going to get into that in just a minute. We were not in this trailer, but reason probably being is that Alex and I filmed for about 3-ish weeks towards the end of filming, right when Phaedra came on. Right, so that's going to kind of give you an idea of like where this is going. So we're probably going to be in about 5 to 6 episodes, maybe.
I don't think it's going to be that many, but that's what they have already told us. That's what they've told us. So I'm just like, did we film enough for 6 episodes? But I guess so.
It was a lot.
I don't know how they do things with production. Well, let me take that back. The way they do things with production is very different, than what I'm used to in TLC. So, you learn every time you film and then you see it back on a network. You kind of learn how they do things. So, I mean, it'll definitely be a learning experience and a learning curve. I can already tell you there are moments that I am not proud of. Who knows if it'll make it to the show, but there are moments that I am proud of. Who knows if they'll make it to the show.
Yeah.
But it's going to be exciting. This is not something ever in my wildest dreams that I would have ever thought would have happened or manifested. Honestly, The Real Housewives of Atlanta was the reason why I feel like I got into reality TV. Like, it's what made me love reality TV. And genuinely, I mean, my mom, I told you, had auditioned for season 5, and at one point that was almost a thing. But I never thought that I would actually be on that show. So this is like crazy.
Cheers to us.
Cheers to us. This is a moment.
Thank you.
So,
well, before we dive into that, Alex, let's get into a few hot topics.
Yes, we're going to get all into that. We're going to talk all about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, to a degree, the part we played, because we don't want to give away any spoilers. Yes. We're definitely bringing in mid-season, second half is when you're going to see us. So.
Yes. So we'll start with a few hot topics. First one being, Alex, is Gretchen Rossi is back on Real Housewives of OC. Season
so switching
19.
gears back to the OG OC.
What do you think about that?
So Gretchen Rossi was what made me fall in love with Housewives.
Really?
So
Wow.
I think that I'm super excited to see her. I just love the fact that she was like, oh, I'm dating this old dying rich man and it's not for money. Even though he only has a couple of months, it's not for money. And I was like, bitch, teach me everything.
I think that Bravo's throwing Gretchen a bone because she was on that Morocco season of Girls Trip that never aired.
Oh, was she? I didn't know that.
Yes, yeah, she was on the Morocco season of Girls Trip that never aired.
Damn.
And I think that she's just been wanting to get back into the mix. My only reservation is I feel like OC is using up a lot of former housewives and throwing them away. So we had Taylor season 17. We had Alexis season 18. And now we have Gretchen season 19.
That means Vicky's coming back for the big
season 20.
We'll see you at season 20, Vic.
But I will say this, I do feel like Alexis and Taylor both gave good performances their seasons. I do think Alexis was obviously going to be harder to come back into the group.
I would love for season 20 for them to give us all the girls, Gretchen, Alexis, Taylor, and Vicky. But Alexis and Taylor need to be friend of still.
Yeah.
But I would be here for it. I'm excited for Gretchen to come back. I always loved her in Slade. I've always liked Slade. I don't know what it is. I've always liked Slade.
He's a messy house husband.
I guess so, but I've always liked Slade, and I'm so happy that they have stood the test of time. I'm so excited that they're coming back, and I'm definitely going to be tuning in specifically for Gretchen and Slade to see their cute little baby girl, because her whole pregnancy and everything has been off camera. So I'm really excited to catch up with Gretchen. I just wonder how she's going to fare not being able to filter herself on film.
Yes, that's going to be the hardest thing.
Because, she loves to fucking Facetune.
She does.
Every pore, blemish, wrinkle.
I mean, that photo they posted of her looked amazing, though. I will say. Did you see the photo they posted on Bravo? Mm-hmm. It looked great, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if she submitted that photo or they already had it.
It was Facetune.
It was Facetune.
It'd be so smooth, you can't tell where the sky begins and her face ends. But I love you, Gretchen. I really do love you down. I love you down boots. I was there supporting Gretchen Rossi handbags, all of that. I love you down boots, Gretchen. I really do. And I always want you to succeed. So I'm glad you're coming back, and I hope you come in right, and I hope you make it, to be a new, returning, full-time cast member.
I think she's going to have beef with the girls, but it's going to have to be light beef so she doesn't get excommunicated like Alexis did.
She's got to come in right. Like I said, we haven't seen a person come in the way they're supposed to, honestly, since, Bose has done a great job.
Bose has done a great job on Beverly Hills. So I think you have, instances of people doing things, but we really want to see them just elevate, right?
Yeah.
And keep the show cute, keep it shady, keep it funny, but don't do too much.
Don't do too much.
Don't do too much.
Don't do too much.
So
take it from two pros. Don't do too much.
Don't do too much, y'all. I don't know. I think we rode the line.
Definitely.
We rode the line.
We
could have did more.
Hold on. This is the fence.
Mm-hmm.
This side is not doing too much. This side is. We were just scaling this side of the fence. We never got off the fence, but we always stay on this side of doing too much.
There was a couple times I dipped my toe in, probably. Let's be honest.
So,
Yes.
The Housewives is a whole different world. Yeah. But what's our next hot topic? We'll see you in season 19, Gretch.
Love you, Gretch. Can't wait to see you.
Gretch is so fetch.
So, we are talking about the plus-size rapper who is suing Lyft after a driver refused to take her because of her size. Now, I don't know if you saw the photos or articles, Alex.
I have seen the photos, the articles. I've seen her video. I've seen the Lyft driver's car, and I have my opinion. So let me know when you're ready for it.
I'm ready.
Okay. So the Lyft driver was driving a 2012 E350 Mercedes-Benz. My mother has the exact same car, exact same year. She was not fitting in that car. My big ass barely fits in the back of my mama's car. I know that big old bitch won't fit. And first of all, we love a big bitch. We don't have nothing against the big girls.
We love a big girl.
We love a big girl. Watch out for the big girls. Watch out for the big girls. Watch out for the big girls. Big girls. Big girls. Big girls. Big girls. Big girls. We love a big girl. We do.
Yes.
I mean, I'm married to a beautiful plus-size Rubenesque woman. We love a big girl. However, bitch, your big ass was not getting in the back of that small-ass car. Let's be real. Let's be real.
She was definitely between 400 to 500 pounds. Let's keep it 100.
I mean, I watched My 600-Pound Life on TLC.
Yeah.
Then people be getting in U-Hauls and vans with no second and third row. You were a big girl, and that's already a low car. That's a low-riding car. Actually, fun fact about that car, because when my mother first got it, we went to go take it to get washed one day, and they told her, you actually can't bring this specific year and model car through a car wash because it sits lower and the machinery will tear it up.
Oh.
So, she's already being a bigger girl. That's going to bring the car down. And, were they at New York or Delaware or somewhere where they got raggedy streets like here in Atlanta? Bitch, one pothole with that big bitch in the back and his whole back chassis, axis, and trunk were going to be 2 miles back. It was going to be terrible. It was going to be torn in half. So, ma'am, get your money is all I got to say, sis. This is America. It's litigious. You were wrong, but get your coin, sis. Get your coin. Get your settlement.
I don't see a way that she's going to win anything.
Get a settlement. It's going to be a settlement because it's just getting too much traction.
Yeah.
Get you a settlement, get you gastric bypass, and get your rap career started just like Akbar V.
Oh, no, that would be a move. That would be a move.
Here's to you. What's her name? Double Cheeseburger Diva?
I can't remember.
It's like Double Cheeseburger Diva. Here's to you, Double Cheeseburger Diva.
Love you, girl.
We love you. Blah, blah, blah.
Drop them pounds. Drop it like Drew. You weren't ready for that, were you? I know, I'm sorry.
Do you think they call her the Double Cheeseburger Diva because she only eats double cheeseburgers?
I mean, I would guess that probably has something to do with it.
That's kind of a cute rap name.
It is a cute rap name.
Double Cheeseburger Diva on the mic. Double cheeseburger diva on the mic. Hey.
I want to no pickles, extra onions. Let me get it saucy. You know you want it. Okay,
extra large, extra large, extra large.
Yes, because bitch, I'm in charge. Yeah, it could be a cute. It could be definitely a cute little like rap career.
I don't know, but there is another plus size rapper that I think is from. I think she's from Miami, and I think she's actually on Love and Hip Hop Miami this season. And that bitch go hard, but she also ain't as big as that girl. But anyways.
So me and Alex were just talking too as well. We're really going to dig into a few TL shows that we've been watching, TLC shows.
Yeah.
Maybe even a few like VH1 MTVs, whatever is sparking our interest. We're a lover of reality TV.
We are. It's hard for me to watch Love and Hip Hop though, because I worked on that show, so it's hard for me to watch that one.
Well, I think it's so different than what it used to be.
It has to be. It absolutely has to be. I mean, the entire cast and everybody's changed. It's changed networks. It has to be. I don't know anybody's storylines.
Yeah.
But I think it's just hard because you just get a perception once you've worked somewhere. And you're like, I know how y'all do things. And it's just like, I'm not as interested.
Well, this is my question, though. And this is a real question before we dig into our main topic. Do you think certain reality shows should get canceled, take a few years off, come back rebooted, and then see what happens from there? So, like, for example, Love and Hip Hop.
Some of them totally, because I think this current cast of Love and Hip Hop is just all over the place. Like, who are these people? Do we know you? Do we want to know you? Do you have any connection to the city in which you're airing on, or actually the hip hop industry? And I think Love and Hip Hop has gotten so far away from that. And I feel like Love and Hip Hop was one of the shows that was originally really good about having women chasing a music career and their relationships, or women in the relationship with somebody chasing a music career. And I think now it's so much just women fighting and baby mama drama that I'm just like,
it's gone on the other side.
It's giving Maury Povich.
Yeah, I agree.
You are not the father.
But moving on to something that's not Maury Povich is the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 trailer, cast, and photos came out today.
All of the things have come out today. So where do we start?
Let's touch base on all of the cast members, okay?
Okay.
So in the cast photo, we'll start there. You have Portia
front and center. We're going to start right there. Let's start with P. Willie, the big
start
money.
with Portia.
So we see that Portia's in the trailer. We see that Portia's clearly anchoring the season, which I'm excited for my girl. I definitely think she has the potential to anchor a season.
Yes.
However, I don't know that she's got the right cast, but I hope she does.
Yeah.
I do find it interesting. We didn't really get too much divorce drama in the trailer, and I'm wondering if we're not going to get a lot this season due to the fact that there's so much legal tape around Simon suing and the what was it, the
lawsuits,
not the lawsuit. What did he send them? A cease and desist. With all of that, I'm just wondering, what are we really going to get from Portia as the anchor? Then you see they have her having a feud with Shamia, but I called that months ago. I told you they have not been together, and it was really telling when we got invited to
something.
No. This was the event that I think was either canceled or we didn't go to it.
Okay.
But it was the one that was like downtown. That was the magazine.
Correct.
One.
Yes.
And the fact that who came to that, the way that played out, I knew there was something going on with Portia and Shamia way back there.
Yes.
So I'm not surprised there.
So then let's dive right into the next one, which is Shamia. She went from a friend of, kind of guest of, she's been around the show for a lot of years, and now she's a full-time peach holder. What do we feel?
I'm excited because if any of you have not looked up Shamia's husband, go do that right now. Gerald Mugwabi. Go look him up. Because the amount of wealth, money...
Yeah.
It's giving Beverly Hills.
Yeah, it is. It
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited to see that level of luxury and lifestyle in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I think Shamia is going to definitely bring that and lean into it. And I think that Portia's honestly jealous of it, if we're going to call a spade a spade.
For sure.
I think Portia's jealous that Shamia got the life that Portia wants. she actually got the rich African that's legit up and up, and she has had the family now, and she's got the jets and the houses and the cars and the money and the status, and I think now she also has the show. Yes. And I think that's the one thing Portia did have was the show.
Yeah.
So now it's just super interesting. So
because she's sharing the platform with somebody.
Sharing the platform.
Yes.
So it's just interesting to see how this is. Are we going to pour me up? Pour me up.
Yes.
It's interesting to just see how Shamia is what she's going to give. Now, did we already discuss this on the pod about what you said Shamia's storyline was supposed to be? We did, didn't we? Did that make it to pod?
I don't know if that made it to the pod. Should we just
let's talk
briefly touch on it?
Talk about it.
So, again, like I said, Alex and I have filmed for this season of RHOA, season 16. And even though there's a lot of parts we did film, there's a lot of parts we didn't film, obviously. But just being around the circle and the people, there's things that we've heard and seen. So from what we've heard, Shamia is really leaning into trying to start a pop career as a singer. So
you guys know I hate these housewives trying to be pop stars.
Yeah.
I think the days of housewives being pop stars should be so far and gone. I'm tired of them thinking they're going to have a real career. There are two types of housewives who create songs. You have your Luann's who know that this is not a real career. Mm-hmm. I am not about to be selling out concerts, but I can still turn this into something cheeky and cute and lean into the moment.
Yep.
And then you have your Erica James, Kim Zolciak,
Drew
Sidoras, Candy Burruses, Candace.
Well, I wouldn't even put Candy in that category because she's such a songwriter.
Outside of this. So we'll take Candy out. Yeah. Candace, Dillard Bassett, Ashley Darby. You have these women who think that they're really going to have I feel like a pop career. And it's like, pop open a bottle of champagne and sit your ass down because, baby, don't nobody want to hear you sing because you're off key.
I will defend Candace. I think out of all the girls you name, she is the one with actual talent. I will say that.
And she's putting her money where her talent is because she believes in herself.
She does.
And Erica Jane as well has created. She's an entertainer. Yeah. I don't know that I would say she's talented, but she is an entertainer. And that's not shade because I don't find Cardi B to be talented, but Cardi B is an entertainer.
Yes,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
I am not a talented individual, but I am an entertaining individual. I'm an entertainer. And there are two types of people. There are talented people who are famous because of their talented, and there are people like us who just entertain you. I mean, Marcus might consider himself talented, but I don't know.
Money can buy you clothes.
We could do a little EP. Let me tell you.
We could, honestly. I mean, if these other housewives gonna do it, baby.
Steve, come put some auto-tune on this.
Yes. Let us go on the
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No, but I think, again, like you said, I'm interested to see Shamia's storyline. It looked from the trailer that she was giving the most wealth value.
Absolutely. The elevator moment, the hair flip with the soft wavy wig, the bob. Yeah. It was just giving wealth. The Rolls Royce, the fact that your husband owns a power company. So some of y'all that are watching and listening to this literally probably pay your power bill to Shamia's husband.
Yeah, probably.
That's what's wild.
So we'll pop over to our two housewives, which are in the trailer, but obviously they're not super featured. So you have Phaedra Parks, and you have Kenya, who obviously everybody knows the drama, was fired due to her drama with Britt Eady, which we somewhat saw in the trailer. And then obviously we know Phaedra joined, towards mid-in season when after Kenya left to give them a little more validity to their storylines and what they had going on. So, what do we feel about what we saw in the trailer from Kenya and what we saw from Phaedra?
So, I feel like a lot of people were super upset that they didn't see more of Kenya in the trailer, but the thing about it is, as we know, Kenya filmed a very small number of episodes, but so did Phaedra. And I feel like people are like, oh my God, Phaedra, but you literally see like one clip of Phaedra and one clip of Kenya in the trailer.
But I think Kenya actually filmed more, Alex. I think Kenya filmed for a good almost 2 months.
I think you're going to get 5 to 6 episodes, both of them. I think you're going to get 5 or 6 episodes of Kenya, 5 to 6 episodes of Phaedra.
I do think it's interesting that even though Kenya was such a quote important part of the first half of the season, she didn't get a cast photo, she didn't get a bio, she didn't get a title card in the promo. So it's clear that they're kind of trying to separate themselves from Kenya, but also knowing they can't pretend like none of that happened. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. No, I totally understand, but that's what I said. I think you're going to get anywhere from 4 to 6 episodes with Kenya, and I think you're going to get 4 to 6 episodes with Phaedra.
Yeah.
And I told you, I think you're only getting 12 to 14 episodes this season. So I think that you just kind of have to wait and watch and see how they edit it. And that's the thing with this. You have no control over the edit. So it's like, we were told we're doing 6 episodes. We could end up in 1 episode. We could end up in 6 episodes. Yeah. But either way, it's like, ooh, it's so exciting. I'm excited to see. I'm just excited to see the edit. And I'm excited to be on Bravo.
I know, me too. It's going to be so interesting to see how everything plays out.
So interesting.
So, besides that, we do have one friend of this season, which is Cynthia Bailey, mother, who has come back to the show after, I think, 2, maybe 3 seasons.
You didn't get to meet Cynthia, did you?
I did. I did meet
Cynthia.
You
did. Okay.
Yeah, she read me a little bit.
Did she? Oh, that's right. I forgot at the very end when everything. Yes. I forgot about that.
Cynthia read me a little bit, but you know what? It's okay. She looked beautiful, so I wasn't mad about it.
Me and Cynthia had a cute little key. It was off camera, but me and Cynthia had a cute kiki off camera.
I love that for you.
Yeah, funny. So wait, did you hear when Cynthia recently did this podcast, and she was her podcast with Crystal, and she was talking about how she had met this like really rich billionaire and went on a date with him and thought it was amazing, and then he was like, no thanks after the first date.
Yes.
So she was telling me about she was going on the date with him before. Oh. And she was telling me all about it.
Oh my God, I love that.
She wasn't just specifically telling me, because Cynthia Bailey was not just divulging her life to me.
It was a circle of people.
It was me, one of her other friends, and this was like a whole off-camera conversation.
Okay.
But like,
I love that.
I know, and I was like, oh my God.
Cynthia's beautiful in person.
Cynthia's so beautiful and so down to earth and so sweet. But Cynthia excited. Cheekbones Bailey, baby, them cheekbones was given.
I'm excited she's back on the show. Her trailer was what Cynthia gives. It's her cute little taglines. Ooh, child, all that. Like, I was excited to see her. It was like the calmness you kind of needed.
Yeah. It's like that auntie that you love, and you're just like, Auntie Cynthia.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so we're excited to see Cynthia back. We're so excited for that.
And then, last but not least, clearly, we have 3 new women on the cast. So you have
Let's start with Kelly, because I feel like we have nothing to give to Kelly.
Okay.
Kelly didn't pop on camera. Kelly pops in person. I loved Kelly in person. I thought Kelly was so personable, but just so far on camera, Kelly was giving me nothing.
I really liked Kelly in person. You're right.
I did too. Love Kelly.
I think she has like a little bit of like a fiery personality. I was just sad that we didn't see that come across on the promo.
I agree.
Next would be Britt.
Britt Edie. I loved Britt. When I met Britt in person, I was like, Britt's a star. I think Britt's a star. I do.
Star.
I think Britt's a star.
And gorgeous.
Okay.
You didn't think she was giving gorgeous?
I feel like she was giving that black girl plastic surgery face, but that's not to say she's not pretty.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's a face that a lot of like famous people, influencers, people go and get. And I feel like she had that face. So I just feel like it was giving like...
I thought she was really pretty. The thing that I liked about Britt from my interaction with her...
She had great veneers.
I thought she had a little bit of a comedic timing.
Her comedic timing was perfect.
Her comedic
timing was perfect.
I thought she had comedic timing. And that's not something that you can just have on these type of shows. You have to either just have it or you don't.
You either have it or you don't.
Yeah.
And she has it.
And
I think that's what's going to make her a star. And I think that's what's made Kenya jealous. And I think that's what made Kenya act out in the way in which she did. Because I think Kenya saw the star potential that Britt had. I absolutely think Britt is going to be your breakout star. And I think even if they do a recast for season 17 and go and get back more OGs, I feel like Britt's going to stand the test of time unless she chooses not to go. I think Britt's going to be a star. I could be wrong, but I'm excited to find out. But in my interactions with Britt, the one that I had, I liked Britt. So.
Yeah. And then last but not least is Angela Oakley.
Angela Oakley.
What did you think? From the trailer.
So, I mean, first of all, Angela Oakley has had no... Oh, my God, my shot glass. Sorry. Angela Oakley has not had any social media presence, so it's really hard to kind of get a gauge on her to, like, not know her.
Yeah.
So, from the trailer, I feel like they're not being nice to Angela. I mean, that clip where she's like, I'm married to a celebrity. And then they kind of show the other girls' faces, and they're like...
rolling their eyes.
Girl, your husband retired 37 years ago. Your husband retired literally 30 years ago. I literally don't even know who your husband was because he retired when I was born.
Yeah.
He's like literally yesterday's news, and not even yesterday's, yesteryear's news. So I feel like they are... I don't know. I feel like they didn't give us a cute moment with her. I mean, they showed her and Charles kissing outside of a Rolls Royce, but it's like... The background to that was them talking about Charles's infidelity.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like they're giving Angela a
She did have a cute little read on Shamia. You know, Shamia said she had a 99-cent nose.
So we're not going to go there. That was not a cute read.
Oh, it wasn't a cute read?
That was not a cute read, and I'm tired of people saying that was a cute read.
Okay.
That was a colorist read. Oh. Because let's be very clear. Shamia's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Shamia is a gorgeous woman.
1,000%.
So when you called her Flavor Flav, everybody knows the two things synonymous with Flavor Flav is that he's black as fuck and he's ugly as fuck. Oh. And you can't say Shamia's ugly. You were being colorist and you were calling Shamia a dark-skinned or a blackie. And that's why you were like, okay, Flavor Flav. Not because she's ugly. It's because she's dark-skinned. And I don't fuck with that. I believe that was a super colorist moment. I think that when you see the rest of that clip in context, you're going to know it's a colorist moment. And I think it's going to also show when people get to the end of the season and she has a homophobic moment. And I think people are going to cancel Angela. I think people are going to realize Angela's just not that girl. She's not a mother. She's not a queen. She's got a bad 99-cent nose job. She's a colorist. She thinks she's cute, but she really kind of gives off very masculine, manny vibes. I mean, she's as masculine as I am feminine. So, I mean, I really feel like Angela's not doing what she thought she was doing. But, you know, we'll have to wait and watch the season and see. But if you can't tell, you should be able to tell who I'm going to be beefing with this season.
Oh. And no, I will say you're right. I think that in our experience with filming with all of the girls, Angela definitely went the lowest. But, you know, I will say just based off this trailer.
And for you to go so low, your wig shouldn't sit so high up off your head. Tack it down.
Filming with all of the girls and watching the trailer this season, just taking our feedback from what we've seen just now, I do think that Angela might have a more interesting storyline.
Angela's going to have the underlining storyline.
Versus Kelly.
Absolutely.
Maybe even versus the other person that we haven't talked about, which I kind of forgot about, which was Drew.
Oh, yeah. Drew's giving nothing.
We kind of forgot about Drew.
Because Drew's forgettable.
The only thing she had going on was her recording with Dennis.
Mm-hmm. Because she's forgettable. So she has to cause messy moments.
Do you think they're trying to phase Drew out?
I don't think they're trying to phase Drew out, but I think Drew has to get in where she fits in. And I think Sheree was the bone collector.
Yeah.
And now it's easier to have Drew be the bone collector because Drew is a cheaper person because she's not an OG and she's willing to do it. So I think that's why you see her make the comment like, I'm trying to do music to get a Rolls Royce because yours is about to be repoed. Yeah. I guarantee you talking about Portia.
Yeah, of course.
So I feel like Drew is not doing anything other than being messy.
Yeah.
And that's who she is. And she's either going to lean into the mess well enough to get herself another contract again, or this is going to be it for Drew. And I think this is going to be it for Drew.
You know what's so interesting? I don't know if I ever told you this. When we were at a filming, I ran into Drew's assistant. And I knew Drew's assistant because, yes, his mom used to work for me back in the day. Yes. I remember because they used to come in. No, I remember they used to come in and I would like, you know, they would give me some ramen noodles and I would heat them up for him because that was all they could afford at the time.
Oh my God, that boy that came in that one day and I was like, who is this that everybody knows? And you were like the whole thing about his mama. Drooby dooby doo, where are you? We've got some work to do.
So I do love that Drew gets back to the community.
Drew, you're not fooling me, 'cause I can see you're a fake and phony.
Lord, they're going to read us for this podcast.
They're going to read us, but it's time. I mean, it's like, we know that it's coming.
Yeah.
We have not talked about the fact that we're going to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta until now. And I think that when people see the depth of which we are intertwined, it'll make so much more sense. So I feel like...
So let's drop into really quick the trailer and the photos. What did you think about both, either or? I'm ready to hear your opinion.
The photos for this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, the cast photo is terrible. The trailer, I mean, it clearly, because of the fact that we filmed the second half of the show, the season, and we know what's coming up, I think for us, the trailer reads very differently than people who don't know what's going on. So if you're not watching the show and you haven't been around the show, you don't really know. The trailer, I feel like, doesn't make as much sense. But the trailer is going somewhere very specific, and they bring it up throughout the trailer, but I don't know if people have peeped it. So, I mean, again, I don't want to give away too much because I want to keep in good standing with the network, because thanks, Bravo, for the opportunity. But, yeah, I think the production value was really good. I'm super excited for this season. I think all of the women looked great. I think that it looks like it's going to be a good season. So, I mean, all I know is the second half, we brought a lot during the second half. So I hope everybody else, when we were not around, brought just as much. But
yes, I think that, I think it's going to be interesting. I think that you're right. This is just like a little small taste. I think there was a lot of stuff that laid the groundwork for the second half of the season in this trailer, but that people aren't seeing it because they don't know.
They're not, and that's why you see no Phaedra in this trailer, because all of this trailer is just the first half of the season.
Yes.
They do the girls' trip, and then the second half of the season, you're going to get a whole different vibe, a whole new focus. Thing. There is a real specific storyline and drama and people coming for people. And it's the big moments that I feel like a lot of people were expecting in the trailer is going to be in the mid-season trailer.
Yes, I agree.
Or even if a few months or a few weeks down the road they do a super trailer and do it even bigger, you might get to see those moments. But there are some explosive moments in season 16, and I am proud to say we're part of all of them.
Yes. Cheers. Cheers to making them work for that check, baby. Because we
made them girls work.
We made them work for that check.
Let me tell you, we clocked in and we were like, baby, if you want to be on Sweet 16, you're clocking in too. Yeah. Second half of the season, we're making the girls work for their money. Especially Phaedra Parks. Okay?
Look.
Phaedra had to get in.
Phaedra earned her check. Let me just say that.
Phaedra earned her check.
Phaedra, let me hear this now. You earned your check, girl.
You did that. You did the way you were supposed to.
And I know a lot of people have been speculating online that we don't need Phaedra. Why did she come back? Let me tell y'all this. I don't think the Phaedra we saw on Married to Medicine, let's have a real conversation, is the real Phaedra who appears on RHOA. And I think the reason is she doesn't feel comfortable on Married to Medicine.
She doesn't feel comfortable. She doesn't know those women. She doesn't feel comfortable. No. But when I'm telling y'all, Phaedra is clocking back in.
Clocked in.
Phaedra is reading the girls.
Reading the girls and the gays.
Phaedra is coming to work. Phaedra, y'all keep seeing her saying she saved the show. She saved the show. You're not going to get any drama. You get drama, but you're going to get the drama second half of that season when Phaedra steps on that screen.
Yes.
Honey, Miss Parks delivers.
So before we move on and kind of end this episode, we've now talked about it. You know, I don't think either one of us was crazy about the trailer or the cast photo.
Not at all.
I thought that for Sweet 16, it could have been so much more elevated because, let's be honest, Atlanta's had iconic photo shoots.
Iconic!
For their seasons. But let's say this, Alex. Do we think that as a whole, this cast, who do we think is going to come back? Who do we think, just as of what we know now, is going to come back? Who's going to work? Who's not going to work? What do we think going into this new season of RHOA season 16 is going to happen as we see it play out?
I think you're going to get another mini cast shakeup. Okay. I think next season you're going to get Portia and Phaedra returning full-time for sure. I think you're going to get Cynthia, maybe still a friend of, but maybe Cynthia full-time in a full-time capacity, just depending on how these current girls perform. And I think out of your newbies, and I'm considering Drew a newbie, even though she's seasoned, I'm still considering her a newbie. But out of Drew, Angela, Kelly, Britt, and Shamia, I think...
You think Shamia's a newbie still?
I think that... I'm just saying, as far as, full-time peach holder newbies, I think out of the 5 of them, 1.5, maybe 2 will survive. Oh. Maybe.
Who's your guess? Can we ask?
I would say Angela and Shamia.
Oh. Angela and Shamia.
I would say not Angela. Excuse me. Not Angela. Excuse me.
Wow.
Excuse me. Not Angela. Not Angela. Britt and Shamia.
Okay.
Now you might get Angela because of the fact that I think that Angela is going to play a lot larger part of this season than I think a lot of people are expecting. I think Angela's really going to be in the mix. I think your top 3 screen time people are going to be Portia, Shamia, and Angela, honestly. And I think that they will offer Angela a contract to come back, and I think Angela will decline it. Or they will not offer her a contract, and they're going to crucify her at the reunion because of the remarks and the things that happen at the finale. So it's going to go one of 2 ways, but it might be tragic enough where they're like, let's bring her back to give her a redemption or to put flush her further down. So I think she might actually get offered another contract, but I don't think she's going to come back to the show.
Okay. Let's say 3 positive things about the new girls. You start.
3 positive things. They are all business women. All 3 of them are boss babes. And I love that they are career women, business owners. All 3 women are black. Is that positive? We like black people.
Definitely positive.
Black people is positive, so we like they're all black.
Yes.
And they all look like they had
I don't even know where this is going, but I'm getting nervous.
a child ain't even got a third nice
Okay.
I really didn't have a second one.
So we'll leave it at that then.
They're black and they have businesses.
And they're pretty. Let's say that. They're beautiful. They are beautiful in their own way.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
I think Britt's beautiful. I think Kelly's beautiful.
Britt is beautiful. I mean, in person, y'all, I'm sorry. I know Alex might disagree with me. Britt was that girl. We actually had a little kiki for a minute.
She definitely translates better on in person than on camera.
Yeah.
But let's wrap this up. We've been here. We've talked about it. So if you did not hear, you do not know, you can see us this season on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Second part of the season. We are really clocked in. We are in the mix. You have to check us out. We're going to be talking about it, tweeting about it. We're going to be live recapping the entire season. Once it's all said and done, we're going to give you guys all the behind the scenes tea of what happened, how it happened, and we're just going to kind of go from there.
So, Alex, for all the people that are asking, okay, what does this mean for you, me, and my ex? What's your answer for that?
This means nothing for you, me, and my ex. You, me, and my ex is still in limbo. You, me, and my ex, I don't know what to say. I am still a very much so contracted part of that. They could still turn around and fire me. They could turn around and be like, come on, all right, we're ready for season 3. You, me, and my ex is still very much so a thing. So, unless Bravo decides to contract me in a different capacity and wants me to do something else, as of right now, I'm going to say whenever there's the 3rd season starts for You, Me, and My Ex, I'm going to say that we're going to be right there in it. We're going to be on it and right there in the mix. So,
okay.
But we haven't started filming yet, so.
There we go.
There we go. Bye.
True tea.
True tea, bitch.
All right, well, I think we spilled enough tea. Oh, my God. We dropped a lot for them tonight. I definitely feel like people are going to be excited to hear that you and I are doing another project together. And
wait, the one tomorrow? What project are you talking about?
We're talking about RHOA.
Oh, RHOA. Okay, yeah.
Oh my God, Alex is always spilling the tea. We're not talking about that yet, Alex.
We're not talking about that yet.
We're talking about the project that we already filmed months ago.
Yes, last year's project. Okay.
You probably won't even see us on TV for a year. It's so crazy. You
probably won't, honestly, because like I said, we clock in on the second half of the season. So you guys probably, it starts in March. You guys probably won't see us till
May or June.
May or June.
Yeah.
So.
It's going to be a while.
We'll keep it posted. We're going to keep talking about it until
we're going to keep talking about
getting the buzz grown, but you're going to see us. We're in, it's not like, oh, we're in the background.
No.
We are in
the mix.
We are in the mix. We are in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless they edit us out completely, but I doubt that.
I don't see that happening.
After watching the trailer, that's not happening.
No, it's not happening. Which, again, I think there's going to be a lot of interesting parts that are going to happen.
I agree.
I think that there's going to be a lot of interesting moving parts. So I'm excited to see what this next iteration of reality TV is going to bring for us. And I'm excited to have my best friend Alex with me.
I know.
I really am.
Until next time.
Until next time, cue the chaos.